All right, so speed vlog, second hole at El Dorado. Hit driver, short par four. Definitely little pull hooker, no warm up. Had to kind of cut this wedge, try to cut it to the right of that bunker. Didn't quite get there. Get up there, slap a little sand wedge out. Left myself 4 feet, 5 feet. Been making some of these, but not this one. So nice early bogey, but bad drive. Got to feel the rough, got to feel the sand. So at least I can be comfortable with a couple things. Third hole, we got par three, little downwind, 155. I just hit 9-iron. Came off great, right at it, but short. Left myself 20, 25 yard pitch, something I like, but kind of chickened out. I do like to usually get those high side. Putt didn't go in. I'll kind of show later. It is pretty tough with these whole setups. You don't really know everything, but skipping 4 and 5 right to number 6, short par 4, 376. Hit a great drive, just cut some of the corner off, but kind of left me under this tree about 65. Just hit a little safe shot, not in the bunker. Wanted to have a putt for birdie. Ended up with about 20 feet up the hill. Unfortunately, there's a human shield in front of the camera, but when he moves, lo and behold, we got a birdie, so pretty happy. Par 7, or hole 7's a par 5 into the wind, 496. Hit a good drive. Rough is crazy though, so didn't even really think of a number. I was just trying to pick a club I could advance it well with, which was 8-iron. So I ended up with this into the wind about 140, and didn't recognize to right now that's not my ball. So luckily mine was just like 4 paces to the right. Hit the 9-iron up here, had a 35 footer for birdie. Really not putting great at this point, getting to hit some practice putts probably wouldn't hurt, but leaving a lot to be desired, pace and line. Did make the par. Moving on to the par 4 8th, same, trying to cut a little of the corner off of the left side. And I know I'll go through the fairway if I go straight, but didn't do great. Had to punch this 3-iron, which I didn't do great either. Had a gap wedge, 110. Swing's been pretty good. I'm hitting it solid. So I end up with a 60 footer from the back of the green for par. And with the horrible camera angle, you'll just take my word for it, I made it. So boom, you can see the celebrations. 8th hole par 3, or 9th hole par 3, 195. Just like a little crosswind. Hit 5-iron. Probably first pin high shot. Had a nice 20-yard pitch, which I love. And so I just try to get the camera right over the ball so you can kind of see what's been happening with putts and the whole setup. Where it clearly goes in, but it kind of bounces off even with good pace. Hole 10's a par 5, 543, still into the wind. Driver's dialed up right now. Getting through it great today. Try to keep up with all these carts. Skip the second shot, kind of towed a hybrid to here. Left me 60 yards with a 56 degree. I kind of thinned. 25-yard putt, really not too acceptable on a par 5 with that approach, but here it is. Good putt, just, struggling with pace. Hole 11, we got another par 4, not too long, 375. Driver still dialed up. Left me like 60, which I hit way too hard. Tried to full choke a sand wedge and just clipped it. Didn't want to go in the water, I guess. But unfortunately, back-to-back pretty poor wedges. Left like a 40, maybe even a 50-foot putt downhill. Bleeding a little right. The greens aren't bad, but my putting stroke apparently is, so left myself the worst downhill 3-footer, kind of stepped up out of it, and it bobbled left, but I would probably be blaming my stroke more at this point in confidence.